Okay, so I'm actively in an Ethereum, a USD short trade, and the purpose of these videos is to show myself. This is just personal videos to show myself as I learn my mistakes and things that I probably should not do, and I can look at it in the future, hindsight, and maybe help others as I learn. I have no mentor as of this moment. Hopefully, I'll find one. So what I did was I was trying to get into this when it was 199 point something. I can't remember, and it just kept dropping. And I was doing one of those things where they said that you never chase it, but it was still within a certain area that I was chasing. So it seems like every time I tried to go, I even tried to get it right here at 198 and see it's fluctuating right here, and it would not let me in. So then I did end up chasing it down and end up getting in at 192, and now you see where I'm at a 50-cent profit lost here. Now I guess I could jump out and try to jump in at a higher price, or maybe I can test this out and possibly trade it going upwards. But I'm sure this is just a pullback anyway of the downward trend, because as we could see, it looks like it wants to continue downwards. So it's just rallying a little bit, but all of this shows indicates that this thing is going to be going down. Or I could have just waited and instead of putting my whole position, which is a half of an Ethereum on it, I possibly could have just waited and saved some of that in case it did go back up, and added some more to it once it rallied up a little bit. Just add to my position. So now I don't think I have any more in here to add to it. So I'm just kind of stuck right now and just wait for it to go down, which it seems to be. My losses seem to be dwindling down, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I reduced my trailing stop. I had it at $2.50, and I reduced it down to $2. And so if it goes to $200, it will pull me out automatically, and I don't have to monitor this trade. But since I got in at around 198.23, as you can see, I'm in profit now because this candle just dipped down. I just took a little faith. I almost jumped out, but I said, you know what? I'm going to follow this one through. I'm just going to sacrifice a half an Ethereum and follow this through and see what can become of it, and let it pull me out if it needs to. But now that I have this trailing stop at $2, I could preserve my profit. So hopefully, I will change it as it goes further up, because I know that this Ethereum is going to turn around and start going back into the positive. And I like to be pulled out with profit when it goes into the positive. And I'm monitoring Bitcoin also. When I first got into this trade, Bitcoin was, I didn't pay attention to it, and I guess it was going up. And what ended up happening here is while Bitcoin was going up, after I got into the trade, Ethereum started going up. And this is why my profit loss area was getting greater in the loss direction. So everything's okay now as things are turning around. I changed my trailing stop so that way I can keep most of my profits. Once this thing hits $96, I'll either get break even if it comes down to $2, but I will probably change the trailing stop to probably $1.25, so that way I can have something, you know what I mean, not get kicked out with fees and all that. So, and that's that. I'm going to do another recording, part 2 to this recording, because I'm running out of time. This video only records for 5 minutes, and as you can see on the timer, we're up to 4 minutes and 18 seconds. So before I close out this video, I did hit pause and I changed my trailing stop from, first I changed it twice. I changed it from $2.50 to $2. Now it's at $1.75. And so this means that if this coin drops to 198, it will pull me out. Now I got in at 192.23. But as this coin drops deeper into the red, this number will change. As you see, it's changing. The more I go into profit, the lower this number will go, and this means that it's preserving my profits